Where is the Lin family's second fool? According to imperial decree, unmarried men who reach 18 years of age will be allocated daughters of convicted officials by the government. Lin Yi of the Lin family. Shen Qingshui Liu Rian. Mother, second brother still hasn't woken up. What should we do? Today the government is handing out. If second brother doesn't wake up, this quota will go to waste. If it goes to waste, so be it. As long as second fool can wait. Where on earth am I? Could it be that I've transmigrated? My son, you've finally woken up. Where am I? Brother, have you lost your mind from the fever? This is our home. The original host of named Lin Yi. 18 years old, he was swept away by water while saving the village tyrant's son. The family consists of an elderly mother surnamed Chen, eldest sister-in-law Zhang Cuihua, eldest brother Lin Danyu, third brother Lin Xiaohu, younger sister Lin Xiaocao, and a family dirt poor. Living hand to mouth. Ding! Rise of the Empire system initializing. Newbie gift pack waiting to be claimed. Damn, transmigrating really comes with a system. Ding! Congratulations, host, on acquiring God-tier learning ability. Photographic memory and her physical constitution. Each time you change a person's fate, you will receive corresponding points. Where is the Lin family to receive your wives? According to the imperial decree, reaching 18 years of age will be assigned daughters of convicted officials by the government. Lin Yi of the Lin family is assigned Qingshui, Liu Rian, and Tan Yutang. 3 women? How did that fool get assigned as many as 3 women? I heard that nobody in the county town 3 women. One is cold as ice, one is as seductive as a vixen, and one is so sick she only has half a life left. These 3 women them all. I don't care if you're a fool or whatever. Marrying me is fine, but don't touch me. Oh, young man, you look quite handsome. But good looks alone won't be of any... System scanning 3 in progress. Daughter of a convicted official. She is proficient in medicine and military strategy. Extremely high potential. A secret agent trained by Abandoned. Skilled in intelligence gathering, disguise, and poisoning. Daughter of a wealthy merchant from the south. She is proficient in business and accounting. And mechanism arts. These aren't 3 eye candies. They are clearly 3 treasure troves. Since you are the wives of Lin Yi, you are naturally my people. Since you are the wives of Lin Yi, you are naturally my people. Follow me inside. From today on, no one can bully you. Worry about yourself first. Foolish Lin Yi, damn it, how are you not dead yet? Saving my son was completely your own choice. Don't dream of extorting money from my family. Yilang saved your son, nonsense. Today I'm here to make things crystal clear. Must be paid off in full within 3 days. If you can't pay, we'll take this rundown house to sell. When did our family ever owe you any grain? If I say you owe it, then you owe it. Contains basic hand-to-hand combat skills. Claim it. Claim. Wang Daihu, what did you just say? Huh. Oh my, the fool actually knows how to talk now? I thought you only knew how to smile. In 3 days, you had better bring silver to compensate me. Otherwise, about last year's Infinite House and drove old Zhao to his death, I will report every single word of magistrate. How do you know? Get lost. He seems to be different from before. How are we going to sleep tonight? This earthen bed is pretty big. Squeezing 4 people in a bit isn't... I'll sleep on the floor. Oh, I'll sleep on the floor as well. I'm afraid of passing my illness to everyone. Tonight, you ladies sleep on the bed, and I'll sleep on the floor. I have already said, starting from today, no one can force you ladies to do anything. You truly are not like those rotten... Later on, you will gradually come to know. I am not like anyone else. You really are not a fool. Whether I am a fool or not, you will find... Starting today, I will shoulder the responsibility of this family. If you ladies have skills and talents, feel... I only ask for one thing, and remain harmoniously bonded within. If a day will absolutely not stop you, there is still much work to do tomorrow. Even if only for these 3 wives, I must build a career in this world. Prioritize exchanging for high-yield rice seed. Requires too expensive. Soil improvement method. Redeem. Yalong, why did you get up so early? Look, your face is all red from the cold. Mother, I want to renovate our family's farm. That single acre of barren land. The harvest isn't even enough to... Just let me try. Cold Beauty, what are you looking at? Is he really planning to farm? I want to see what he can grow. Long Yi. Your family can't farm this land anymore. Why? Why? There's an issue with the land deed for this plot. 30 years ago, this field belonged to the Zhao family. The Lin family was only farming it on... Now the Zhao family wants to take it back. Village chief, back then my father, bought it for 5 taels. There's a contract to... Haha, where's your contract? Bring it out. Foolish Linner. Let's see what you do this time. Land dispute detected, consuming 10 points. You can look up the original land deed records. Village chief, you said this land belongs to the Zhao family, which... But I remember 30 years ago, the Zhao family was still begging somewhere else. Zhang Deho, you only moved to this village 15 years ago. How could you possibly have a land deed? That's right, the Zhao family only moved here over 10 years ago. Furthermore, the official seal on the deed in your... uses the new official seal pattern. The old seal from 30 years ago was replaced 20 years ago. Do I need to ask Trade to come and authenticate it? And investigate the same... How 3 mu of paddy fields belonging of hillside land belonging to Oldie's family ended up becoming the Zhao... Our family's land was... No wonder back then my father said there was something wrong with the land deed. Within 3 days, return all the land you seized. Otherwise, we will settle this. Thank you. Fortunately, we have you. Erling, you really aren't foolish anymore. The tactics you used, village chief Li, are not something an ordinary person could pull. What do you father guessed? Originally an imperial physician at the Imperial Medical Academy. Because he was caught in the court struggle, he was framed and our entire family was I was sent out of the capital beforehand, so I managed to escape death. But in the end, I was still captured and Yesterday, you single-handedly knocked... Today, you saw right through the real and fake... Who are you, really? Who I am isn't important. What matters is, do you want to reopen the case for your father? I can help you. But not right now. I need time and strength. When I will make the person who framed your father pay the price. This is a part of my father's lifelong learning. In addition, there are military tactics he summarized serving in the army. Perhaps it will be useful to you. Thank you. I should be the one saying thank you. Shenjisha's favorability increased by 30. Obtain the military tactics essentials. Heat up while it's still hot. These wild greens are the most nourishing. Husband said he would let us display. So let me ask you, do you dare to let me go out for a trip? Where up to town? I heard Squire Wang intend to marry off his daughter. They're looking for someone to sew the wedding gown. My needlework is quite... I'd like to go and try. System, check Lu Ruyan's stats and abilities. She's testing the wall. Once released, she could run away at any time. Go ahead and help find out which fabric shops and merchants sell the cheapest salt. Aren't you afraid I'll run away? You won't be able to run. Why? Because there's nowhere out there better than here. At least until you figure things out, this is the safest place. Lurian's favorability increased. Alright, then I'll act as a scout for you, husband. But don't let me down. Husband, I'm getting more and more intrigued by you. A beautiful romance. Will endure forever. Who can I confide this long? Just like my husband. I've already calculated. With normal yield for our families, it produces 2 pickles of grain a year, and the rest isn't enough to feed 5 people. Plus the 3 of us who we definitely won't survive this winter. But if we improve the soil, each yield over 10 tons, plus it doesn't take up grow on slopes. I've calculated it. We only need to plant half a moot, and we'll have enough food to get through the winter. Tang. If I leave the household accounting expenses, can you handle it? I can. As long as my husband... I trust you. Chin Yutong's favorability increased by 40. In this life, I will never lose again. Main quest activated. From a commoner to ruler of the world. Time lemures. Proceeding into the inner courtyard. Qianlong Tower. Must bide time and await the true command. Deserving of greatness in the east. Love amid hardship and pain. Sister-in-law, I heard Erlang is no longer foolish. 3 wives. So it's the perfect time to settle the account. Chattering away. What ledger? Back then, when second brother fell ill, you borrowed 10 taels of silver from me. Over the years, with compound interest, it totals 50 taels, plus the rent for this dilapidated house over all these years. Giving you a discount, it comes to 80 taels in total. 80 taels? Why don't you just rob someone instead? Owing money and paying it back is only natural. If you don't have money, that's fine too. Hand over 2 of yours distributed by the court, so they count as Lin family property anyway. Ha ha ha! This is the list of our father's estate from back then. An ancestral house, 5 mu of fertile land, 1 plow ox, and 20 taels of silver in savings. Under great Zhou law, after father among his children, his my mother eldest brother, myself third brother, and little sister, 5 of us receiving 5 equal shares. But those 5 mu of fertile land yield 30 taels of silver every year. Over 10 years, that's 300 taels. Adding the rent for the ancestral house and the value of the plow ox, what nonsense are you talking about? Do I need to for embezzling the property of orphans and widows? Under Great Zhou law, embezzling the property of orphans and widows exceeding 50 taels is punishable by 80 strokes of the cane and exile of 300 miles. Within 3 days, return our ancestral house and the 5 mu of fertile land, and all past debts will be wiped clean. Otherwise, see you in court! Erling, back then your father was angered to death by those very people. Over the years, your mother and eldest sister-in-law have suffered greatly from their bullying. Mother, everything that belongs to our family, I will reclaim piece by piece. Husband, I'm back. How did it go? You really don't understand romance at all. Husband, didn't you miss me? Let's talk business first. Food prices in town. One dough of coarse grain costs 30 copper coins. One dough of white rice costs 50 copper coins. As for fabric, one bolt of coarse cloth is 80 copper coins. Cheaper official salt costs 100 copper coins per dough, while private salt costs 70 copper coins. In just one day, she thoroughly investigated all the prices in town. Furthermore, Squire Wang is marrying off his daughter and needs tailors for her dowry. I brought eldest sister-in-law and little sister to take on this job. The deposit is 5 taels of silver with an additional 15 taels to... Besides that, I heard news that Zong's grain shop in town is actually hoarding stock. They buy cheap grain from farmers, store it in warehouses outside the city, and wait to sell it at high prices during bad harvests. If we can find a way to bring them down, we can take over this business. Well done. So how's my husband going to reward me? I'm tired of cheap cosmetics. Once we make some money, I'll buy the finest makeup for you. You said it yourself. If you forget, I won't let you off easy. You've warmed me up, husband. Don't let me feel cold tonight, okay? Second brother, this rocky land has too many stones and little soil. This is called sweet potato. It's resistant to drought and barren soil, so it can even grow on rocky land. One mew can yield over 10 loads. 10 loads? Then our family will never go hungry again. Second brother, are these sweet potatoes delicious? They're very sweet. Hey, look over there. Foolish second Lin is planting something on that rocky land. Ha 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 ha. That barren plot can't even grow grass. What the hell can he grow? Ha ha ha. Even if he's not foolish anymore, he's still an idiot. Ha! Eldest brother, no need to argue with them. When harvest time comes, they'll slap their own faces. Husband, drink some water. Although this land is barren, if we condition the soil, as my husband said, combined with the drought resistance of sweet potatoes, we are bound to have a bumper harvest this autumn. This half moo of rocky land can yield at least 6 bags of sweet potatoes, enough to feed our family until early next spring. Moreover, sweet potato vines can be used to feed pigs. If we can raise 2 pigs, we'll have an extra income at the end of the year. Yutang, thank you for your hard work. It's no trouble at all. I'm very happy to be able to help my husband. I'll go find a physician in the village. Let me take a look. Deficiency in cold in the spleen and stomach, along with severe stomach pain from long-term hunger. Eldest sister-in-law, boil a pot of hot water. Eldest brother, go to the yard and pick a few handfuls of the medicinal herbs I gathered yesterday. Ching Shui, you even know medical skills? I only know a little bit, eldest sister-in-law. Thank you for saving mother, little sister. We're family, no need for thanks. Thank you for today. The first thing my father taught me was that a healer must always remember to save people. Yet, all these years, I couldn't even save myself. It's not that you couldn't save yourself. You just hadn't met someone who could stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Will you really help me overturn the case later? I, Lin Yi, keep my word. Then I'll trust you this once. Haha, nephew! After all, we're family. Why make such a fuss and go to court? Your eldest uncle will return the ancestral home and those 5 mu of fertile land to you. However, these 5 mu of fertile land have already been planted for this year's crop. The seeds and labor were all provided by your eldest uncle. This harvest should at least be split half and half with your eldest uncle, right? Fine. However, you have unlawfully occupied our family's land for 10 years. Calculating at 30 taels a year, that comes to 300 taels in total. Deducting the seeds and labor you mentioned, you still owe our family 290 taels. Nephew, I don't need these 290 taels, but you must sign and stamp this deed, acknowledging that the ancestral home and 5 mu of fertile land belong to the Lin family, never to be reclaimed again. Grandfather, our family has finally reclaimed our ancestral... I didn't misjudge you. Husband, we have a big house to live in now. You won't have to sleep on the floor anymore. The good days are tired today, so head back to your rooms to rest. So where will husband sleep tonight? Tonight, I'll show you what I've got. Oh, stop it! My wife. I've wanted to try this for a long time. Your divine spirit. I didn't expect husband to play it so... I had no idea husband... Here are the assignments. Ching Shui, you know medicine. I'll ask Big Brother to build you a medical booth at the village entrance to treat the villagers. Alright. Charge whatever's to win over the people's hearts. Ree, you continue going into town to gather news. Pick up some embroidery work as well. You are Goodley's external affairs are in your hands. Please rest assured. I will definitely get clear details in town. Yu Tang, you will manage the books. All household income and expenses are under your care. In addition, after planting, preserve and process them. Husband, I was also thinking dried sweet potato slices. Or even used to brew liquor. We'll earn much more than selling fresh sweet potatoes. Second brother, what should I do then? Big brother, take Xiaohu and Xiao Thao work. Plus half a mu of tilled soil will keep you busy enough. What about sister-in-law in charge of cooking and laundry? Take care of mother and everyone in the family. Let's eat. Isn't this the trophy wife that the Lin family fool married? Who would believe she actually knows men? Lady Shen, my back has been hurting for... Lady Shen, my child has had a persistent fever. The cold-faced wife of divine physician. It's been a long time since anyone treated me with such... Lady Liu, is what you said really true? It's completely true. Chief had all the purchased grain in a warehouse outside the city, recording low buy prices and normal sell prices on the books. In reality, the price difference went straight into his own pocket, and your owners have been fooled by him for 3 years. Do you have proof? Take a look at this. These are the price discrepancies for 300... Lady Liu, what do you want? I want nothing. I only hope Manager Qian acts at the right time. Why report this to your owners? Because I hate seeing people hoard goods and drive up prices. I'll take my leave. Sun's Grain Store is the largest grain shop in town. The grain shop will surely fall into chaos. When that happens, we can take the opportunity to enter the grain business. He truly is an interesting man, getting more and more interesting. Brother Yi, this is way too much. Brother Yi, these sweet potatoes are for me to eat for 3 days. God is truly watching. Our Lin family won't have to starve any. What is this? Why is so much growing? Can this barren land really yield this much food? Each moo yields over 10 loads. Any family that wants to plant it can come to me to get seed potatoes for... Second Brother Lin, is what you say true? Really free of charge? That's right, completely free. But I have one condition. The sweet potato not be sold at a low price. Second Brother Lin, you've saved the lives of the whole village. Before we used to call you a fool. We were the real fools. Second Brother Lin, thank you. Second Brother Lin, let me help you distribute them. Sister Yutong, what are you doing? Sister, help me go to the kitchen and bring that steamer here. It's a success. Not bad. If we distill it, the alcohol concentration, we can sell it. Husband, you even know how to brew. Just a little. Yutong, this mild liquor can be sold to the common people at a low price, while the strong liquor to the taverns in town at triple the price. If the first batch yields 100 caddies, selling mild liquor at 20 coins per caddy and strong liquor at 60 coins per caddy, total revenue will be 4 taels of silver. After expenses, net profit is 3 taels. Husband, you are so capable! You're the capable one. From now on, I'll put you in charge of this liquor apparatus. Squire Sun, I want to take over your grain shop. You take over my grain shop? Do you have enough capital? Sun's grain shop currently has 200 pickles of grain in stock and 3 months of unpaid rent totaling 15 taels, bringing the total debt to 165 taels. If Squire Tun agrees to the transfer and pay him an additional 50 taels as a transfer fee. This lady calculates even better than my accountant. Where did you get so much money? You don't need to worry about that, Squire Tun. I'm just asking if you agree or not. Fine. As long as you can produce the silver, this shop will be yours. Young man, this grain shop is a complete mess. Don't regret taking it over. In my hands, even will turn into a mountain. Newly opened shop. Do you know the rules here? Doing business, paying protection money. 10 taels of silver every month. What protection fee? To protect your shop from being trashed. If you don't pay the fee, don't even dream of doing exchange. Exchange successful. Advanced close quarters martial arts. I'll give you 3 breaths of time to pick up the rice on the floor. Apologize, compensate, and get out. Oh my, quite arrogant, aren't you, boys? Now, pick up the rice. I'll pick it up. I'm picking it up. Great fight. This new manager is a ruthless... I called you all here today to discuss something. I don't want this grain shop to just sell loom. Its efficiency is 3 times currently on the market. Vu Duong, your father used to be in business. Do you think this can make money? With 3 times the efficiency, costs could be reduced by if mass-produced. The fabric business across all of... It cleans 10 times better than soap berries. What's more, it can also be made in various... If we produce this, won't the young ladies in town go wild fighting over it? Husband, just how many treasures are stored inside your mind? Ching Shui, you know medicine. I want to open a pharmacy and have you treat patients there. But we can also turn common prescriptions into ready-made medicine for the people to buy easily. Husband, you're telling us all these secrets? Aren't you afraid we might leak them out? You are my women. I trust you. Who is the shopkeeper here? It's me. You must be Lin Yi. The one from the village. Someone reported that your grain shop short and passes off low quality according to the laws of the Grailed Off. Orchestrated by advisor Zhou Wenjin on the orders of the county magistrate. Intending to collect if refused, they will frame and falsely accuse. So that's how it is. The county magistrate heard that the Lin family grain showed the profits. Advisor Zhou, you said someone reported us. Who reported it? And does this advisor need to report to you in solving Article 72 of the Great Zhou Law? For the official court to solve evidence and official documents. Missing any one of the 3 is unacceptable. Advisor Zhou. Where are your official documents? Where is the plaintiff and where is the evidence? Go back and tell the county magistrate can offer 10 taels of silver every month. But if he makes trouble, I wouldn't mind taking up to the prefectural court. When that time comes, let's his dignity as county magistrate is more important, or his official hat. You are welcome to visit again next time. Lord Zhang, your demeanor just now was truly imposing. My heart is beating even faster now. Tea, it smells so sweet. Even more fragrant than the cosmetics sold in town. It's really a success. If we bring this to town, each piece can sell for it like, if exquisitely to wealthy households, people would buy it even for one tael silver. One batch can make 500 copper coins. Calculating at 50 copper coins per piece, making 10 batches will earn 20 taels. 20 taels is equal to a month's profit for the Lin family grain store. The first given to the villagers for free, so they can help us spread the word. Give it away to the village. That's worth a lot of money. You can't catch a big fish without... Once they see, he'll promote it for us. We'll do as husband says. Look at my face, everyone. Isn't it much fairer and smooth? It really is. What kind of soap is that? This is soap from Second Master. They gave it to me for free. It cleans really well. The Lin family soap? Is there really something that can brighten your skin? Look, word of mouth is spreading. Ahaha. Ha! Give me 10 bars. I'd like to pre-order 20 more. Alright, next batch I'll pay 80 cash per bar. I'll take as many as you have. Sister Yutong! Now you are truly our family's god of wealth. That's not true. This has nothing to do with me. It's all thanks to my husband's... I was all alone. In this life, I have a group of people to stand as shoulder and strive together. Our family's life has gradually become more prosperous now. I specially prepared a surprise for each of you. Here's a new set of clothes prepared for everyone. Hurry and go try them on. My wives, each of you is even more beautiful than the last. It's truly a blessing accumulated. This machine is so miraculous. Time to get to work. Weaving up to 18 bolts of cloth. Our net monthly profit is 70 taels. At this rate, we'll save up 800 taels in a year to open a branch. I also want to expand our business all the way to the capital. Weaving up to 18 bolts of cloth. As Linjiang grows more and more prosperous, I just can't stomach this anger. Fellow villagers, Lin Yi is making money hand over fist, yet the sweet potato wine he sells is even more expensive than rice wine. Meat soap is 60 coins a bar. He's sucking the blood of our people. Lin Yi is rich but heartless. I'm going to risk my life fighting that bastard. Big brother, don't be impulsive. I'm going to fight that bastard Zhao Dahao. Big brother, don't be impulsive. Let me handle it. Yudong, bring the account books and come with me. The assistant village chief said my sweet potato wine is more expensive than rice wine, but my sweet potato wine is 20 coins per caddy, while rice wine in town is 25 coins. The cost price of Lin family's sweet potato wine is 10 coins, sold at 20 coins. The cost price of town's rice wine is 8 coins, sold at 25 coins. Assistant village chief, can't you even do the math? I'm giving every household in the village a free bar of soap, not charging a single dime. The food prices at our family slower than in town. We just want the villagers to have access to cheap food. But over all these years, what have you done for the villagers? You seized their farmland, siphoned off relief grain, and took bribes. Back then, Duck Howe Market seized 3 ma of our paddy field. Today, it's time to return it, along with the 5 ma of our hillside land. The Imperial Court's relief food, our family was supposed to receive 50 caddies. You only handed out 20 caddies. You pocketed the remaining 30 caddies for yourself. Don't listen to Lam Engi's nonsense, I didn't do any of that. Here is the record of 15 years of land grabbing, a total of 17 households, 43 mao. Here is the record of embezzled relief food, 52 households, 320 loads. Here is the record of bribes received, a total of 150 taels of silver. Will you turn yourself in at the county office, or should I go for you? By the people's will, Lam Gi is the new village chief. From today on, Lamb Family Village has no chief, only someone serving everyone. I promise that within 3 years, every family will be well-fed, warmly clothed, and living in new homes. Aha. Aha. Cold beauty? The way you look at your husband isn't cold anymore. Nonsense. Husband, what is this thing? It's so amazing. This is called hot pot. You cook while eating. It's both warm and delicious. Just put the food in and cook for it to eat. Yes, it's delicious. Mmm, so delicious. This year's snow is prettier than usual. Is it cold? With my husband by my... It's not cold at all. Thank you, ladies. Without all of you, I couldn't have made it to where I am today. Than Tuyet's medical skills, Nguyen's intelligence gathering, Vuduang's bookkeeping. Every single one of you is in this family. I am from the Zhou residence, the chief accountant of Kingshan County's commercial house. By order of my master, I have come to visit Village Chief Lin. May I ask what brings you here? Please come into my humble home to talk. Zhou Merchant House is the largest trading house in Kingshan County. Master Zhou Wanyuan is the wealthiest man in this county. Please? My master highly admires your talent. He wishes to collaborate with you? How would we collaborate? The merchant house will provide capital and distribution channels while you oversee technology and management to open a factory in Kingshan, producing soap and fabrics with a 50-50 profit split. They just want to extract my secret formula and core technology. As for the collaboration, give me a few days to think it over. Take your time to consider awaiting your news. Take care on your way. Zhou Merchant House has deep background and ties with the county magistrate. Bargaining with a tiger for its hide is no wise choice. Opening our own factory requires 500 taels. We only have 300 taels. We won't partner with them, but we can use them to our advantage. Show them a portion of the technique so they believe they have obtained it. Wait until they invest a large... That truly is playing the long game to catch a big fish. We can also their supply chain at a low price. Cunning. All is fair and... I used to make a living in a place like this in the past. The most bustling area in the county town is East Main Street. Monthly rent... West Main Street is slightly 8 tails. Our main products are soap. We are targeting the high-end market, which makes East Main Street the ideal location. Is indeed the largest trading firm in the county. Its owner and county magistrate Zhu Wanju are cousins. They hold a monopoly on the fabric and medicinal herb trade. Their power is immense. Are there any other factions? In the south of the city, the Li Merchant Tea and Porcelain's owner is Li Hongwen. He and Zhu families have been fighting for years. The enemy of my enemy is a... Tomorrow we'll pay a visit to Li Hongwen. You must be Lin Yi, who's been making quite a name for himself in Kingshan Town recently. You flatter me, sir. That is indeed me. I heard Zhu Fu sought you out, wanting to partner with you. That old fox certainly gets news fast. Yes, but I turned him down. Why? The Zhu merchant house is a tiger, and I am a sheep. Partnering with a tiger will get me eaten to the bone sooner or later. But the Li merchant house is... Manager Li deals in tea and porcelain, so there's no direct competition with my soap and fabrics. We can cooperate. Young man, you have guts and foresight. Speak, how shall we cooperate? The Li merchant house has 6 stores in the county spanning 4 main streets. I only need one. The best shop on East Main Street. I'll pay the rent myself, but I want to use the Li Merchant House's supply and distribution network. You certainly know how to calculate. You want to use my network without giving me a cut of the profits?
I'll pay the rent.
Furthermore, my soap and fabrics exclusively at the Li Merchant House. For every item sold, the Li family gets a cut. This is pure profit, so Manager Li won't lose out. Your Huailang melons must be supplied to my Li family tavern. What about the price? At market price. It's a deal. Husband, why did you choose Li Chongwen? Because Li Chongwen wants to bring down Zhu Wanwan, and we can help him. Our soap and fabrics will steal business from the Zhu family trading firm, weakening the Zhu clan's power. Li Chongwen will naturally be becoming more and more like a shrewd businessman. Thank you for the compliment. Everyone, this is Lin Yi, shopkeeper Lin. His soap in Kingshan Town is in high demand and constantly selling out. Today I brought everyone here to broaden your horizons. Ha ha ha, that's right. Then send 1 portion of soap. Hey, ha ha ha, 3 portions then, 3 portions, ha 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 ha. Come on, come on, come on. Husband, 30 taels. We earned 30 taels in a single day. This is just our opening day, with shopkeeper Lee coming to support us. Whether we can maintain this in the future is the real key. A country bumpkin dares to act recklessly on my turf. Uncle Hu, go investigate his background. Boss, I've already investigated. Lin Yi, from Lin Family Village in Kingshan Town, was a fool until 6 months ago when he mysteriously regained his sanity. He married 3 exiled female convicts, grew sweet potatoes, made soap, and even opened a grain store and a weaving mill. What are the backgrounds of those 3 female convicts? One is named Shen Qingxue, daughter of a disgraced official. One is named Liu Ruyan, from a brothel. And one is named Qin Yutong, daughter of a merchant. Send people to Lin Family Village to burn down his workshop. Remember, cover your tracks cleanly. Boss, what if we get investigated? What's there to fear? My cousin is the county magistrate. In Qingshan County, our Zhu family is the law. Stop right there. In the middle of the night, what are you all doing coming to Lin Family Village? Trying to run? Who sent you? Kill me, I won't talk. Killing you would be far too easy for you. Qingshui, is there a poison that makes someone wish they were dead without leaving any physical marks? Yes, 7-day heart-rending powder. Within 7 days, their intestines will rot, yet no poison can be detected. I'll ask one more time. Who sent you? It's Zhu Wanyuan. He sent me. Please spare my life. Be honest. The counting magistrate belongs to Zhu Wanyuan would be like returning a tiger to the mountain. I'm not handing him over to the... I'll hand him over to Li Chongwen. The Li family and the Zhu family have fought for years, lack most as evidence to bring down the Zhu... Are you trying to borrow a knife to kill some... No. It's to let 2 tigers fight each other. Lately, husband has really been so impressed. Everything he does turns out successful. Sweet potatoes. The shop business. Every plan of his is... Husband's brilliant mind is truly beyond what ordinary people can match. Dealing with the Chu firm, setting up the layout in the county town when every step connects seamlessly to the next. So rock solid. Even someone like me who has been around the block can't help but admire him. Qingshui, don't you think so? He truly is extraordinary. He acts with both courage and wisdom. No matter what happens, he always stays calm. And he can even the tables to outsmart the opponent. Following him gives one such piece of... Most impressive of all, he seems to know everything. Farming, business, outwitting others, sells at everything. Following him, our lives will only keep getting better and better. No one will ever dare bully us. He doesn't just want to make money. He's actually step by... This year, 3 tasks must be... Establish a firm foothold in the county town. Build an intelligence network. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. The first task was the easiest. Last year brought a bumper harvest. The surrounding villages were all green. Once they all came asking for seed vines. I only requested that they sweet potatoes to our grain store. Within just 1 month, over 30 villages were planting sweet potatoes. Vuduang calculated it down to, by autumn, earned at least 500 taels. The second task went smooth. The shop in the county town got on track. The workshop and textiles at 50 taels every month. Plus the business in town. The monthly income exceeded 100 taels. The third task. Build an intelligence network of our own. I entrusted this matter to... She is the best at this. Nguyen is smart and well-informed, making her truly the perfect candidate. The Shaoli monitors the government office and the inner workings of the Chu family. The intel was both accurate and fast. Next month it will be doubled. Thank you, Miss Liu. Although the intelligence network is still... It has already proven to be immensely useful. Last time Uncle Fu sent people to burn down the workshop, it was thanks to a worker tipping us off. The intelligence network around Qingshan Town has been initially established. The next step is to expand to the county town and the prefectural capital. I want to know every movement of the Zhou. Husband's ambition is by no means small. So how will husband reward me? This is the method for gathering and transmit. Use this to train our people accordingly. This method is far more systematic and was learned in the brothel. Husband, where did you learn all of this? Heaven's secrets. That brat Lin Yi can no longer be kept. His workshop has stolen 30% of our cosmetics business. His fabric is also 20%. If the Zhou Merchant Guild will be brought down by him. I have sent someone to investigate his background. This man's background is complete. There isn't a single weakness to exploit. If there are no weaknesses, then create them. My cousin is the county magistrate. Just frame him with any crime. Colluding with bandits, salt smuggling registered households. Any charge will do. But he enjoys great prestige in Lin family village. What if it provokes a peasant uprising? What is there to fear? My cousin commands the military forces. It's settled then. Within 3 days, I want to see Lin Yi thrown into jail. Has joined forces with Chu. They plan to frame you for tax. Husband, the county magistrate, wants to. We can't fight against. Striking first will give us the up. Next, we will enter the county seat. He is an imperial court official. Killing him will cause a great catastrophe. Wants to use the government authorities against me. I will make him shoot himself in the foot. That will catch Chu Van Shu by surprise. Chu Van Hock and Chu Van Hock's reputation. Chu Van Hock. Chu Van Hock. Unaware of your excellency's arrival, I failed. Please forgive me, Magistrate Zhu. This prefect is colluding with corrupt merchants, and breaking the law, bullying the common people, and I have come here specifically. This humble official has been wronged. Joji Thousand Tales of Taxes. You shielded and indulged them, accepted a bribe of 800 taels from Zhu Wen, and extorted. You were heartless first, so don't blame me for being ruthless. Lu Rian's intelligence net evidence of Zhu Wensu and Zhu Wenyuan colluding, using Li Yongming to deliver the evidence to Prefect Zhang Zheng. Zhang Zhenqing was a key minister trusted by Zhu Wensu. Now that the evidence has been delivered, he will certainly not let them off. Boss, this is bad. The prefect sent soldier trading house and warehouse accusing us of tax evasion and price manipulation. Lin Yi. It must be Lin Yi playing. Boss, what should we do now? Go to the capital to find my brother-in-law. He is the vice minister of the person. As long as he petty prefect is nothing. Manager Zhu. Lin Yi, how dare you turn on me? My brother-in-law is Zhu in personnel. The minister of personnel framed by him back then was to me? Zhu Wenwan. Your brother-in-law, 10 years ago, falsely accused my father Shen Huaimi, causing my entire Shen family to be executed.
You are Shen Huaiwan's daughter.
This feud, 10 years for this. Today I will collect a little interest first. Ah, back then Zhu Wenchang wanted a promotion, so he forged letters to falsely have colluding with the enemy. The fake letters are hidden in a secret compartment in his study. I will spare your life. Write down all your crimes. Sign it and leave your finger. Zhu Wenyuan, rest assured, husband. I will hide it very carefully. There will absolutely be no mistakes. Don't cry. I will definitely help you clear your name. Thank you, husband. Shen Jingshuo's affection increased by 30 at 80, deep affection. Brother Lin, why are you here as well? I'm here to bid on the Zhou family's business. How much of it do you want? Zhouji Trading House has 8 shops, 3 warehouses, and 1 workshop. I want half. Such a large business. Can you really handle that? Here is 500 taels. The rest will be paid in soap and fabrics. He didn't even have enough food to eat. Now he wants to swallow all of Zhouji. Taking half the business? I'll lend you another 500 taels. But you must agree that later we'll join forces to expand our business to the prefecture. I was thinking the exact same thing. 200 taels going once. 200 taels going twice. 100 taels for the 3rd time, sold! My son has a bright future now. He really has a bright future. Now that you're the chief manager in the county town, our intelligence network should also be expanded. With these assets, our power for revenge grows 1 level stronger. The main firm is divided into 4 departments: grain, soap, fabric, and intelligence. The grain division is responsible for purchasing and processing and sales, and the textile division oversees weaving and sales. Ruyan, you will secretly take charge of I'll just call it the procurement division, overseeing all finances across the 4 divisions. Jingshu in the production of finished medicines. As for external liaisons and intelligence gathering, ha 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 ha. Oh, just a modest I was still a betrayed loser. Now I am a merchant owner with thousands of taels of wealth. But this is just the beginning. My target is the entire empire. Something huge has happened, husband. A rebellion in the north? Zhao Yanlong, the military governor of Yu Volt, claiming to have an army of 300,000 and having already taken 3 cities. The imperial court since suffered a crushing defeat. The rebels are heading south and are only 800 li away from Liuzhou. Is this news reliable? Absolutely reliable. Inside the prefect's magistrate office has received an urgent 800 li express dispatch. They are secretly requisitioning food and... Husband, what should we do if war breaks out? What about our business? Troubled times bring both danger and... Nian, tell your people to closely monitor the battle. Wu Hall, audit all food and supplies in the warehouse. Qing Shui, have your pharmacy start stockpiling in epidemic prevention herbs. Yes, husband. Chaos is approaching. We must speed up our pace. A total of 3,000 of grain and sweet potatoes and 600 rolls of 2,000 bars of soap. 3 common medicinal herbs. At current consumption rates, these supplies will last us 3 years, but it's still not enough to handle wartime. Continue purchasing food, cloth, and medicinal as much as possible. Borrow money using future profits as collateral. Husband, we've poured our entire fortune into this. What if there are no what-ifs? Supplies are life itself. Village Chief Lin, the Imperial Conscription Order has arrived. Your village was assigned 10 slots, no need to select further. For these 10 men, I will shoulder everything on their behalf. How do you plan to shoulder it? I won't send men, I will send money. It is 50 taels per person, so 10 men total 500 taels. Village Chief Lin, you are the great benefactor of our Lin family village. Village Chief Lin, you are like reborn parents to our entire village. Fellow villagers, please stand up. I, Lin Yi, grew up. The affairs of Lin Family Village are my affairs. This is my lord's very first private armed force. Starting today, you members of the Lin Family Village Security Team. Your mission is to protect the safety of... However, determination alone... Every morning, run 10 miles and practice march. And in the evening, learn reading and military tactics. How will you understand military orders? How will you read maps? How will you know where the enemy... No matter how hard it gets, it's worth it. My lord. Haven't you led troops before? I know a bit. My lord, I made it! What is this? A sweet potato slicer. Before, one person only sliced 100 caddies a day. Now, it can slice 1,000 caddies. This girl actually invented a machine by herself. Qin Yutong has a hidden talent for dexterity and innovation. Inspired by the loom, she understood mechanical principles. My lord, put me down. A sweet potato slicer. Yutang, this machine is extremely important. Into a medicinal herb slicing machine. Make a few more and distribute them to all the workshops. I heard Lin Family Village. Tonight, let's raid to our... The food and silver are all out. Not good. It's an ambush. Combat experience increased by 10. Brat, prepare to die. Those who surrender will be spared. Those who surrender. 30 men, not a single one died in battle. The unity of the people is the true strength. Have you heard? The 30-man Lin family village guard team defeated 50 bandits. That Lin Yi is so from... He single-handedly cut down. I think Lin Yi is the martial star descended from... Master Lin, the Lord Prefect requests your presence. Lin Yi, you led the local militia to repel the bandits. This magistrate will report your merit. What reward would you like? Dares not claim credit. To allow me to expand the village guard into a local militia force. To protect the villagers around Kingshan. By rule, private armed forces are forbidden. These are troubled times. Militias are being organized every... Furthermore, the stronger growth, the more secure my magistrate becomes. But the number of men must not exceed 3. Must be provided by yourselves. Thank you, Excellency. "300 men are enough for me to stand firm in these chaotic times." What's wrong? Husband, do you really want to form a militia? That's right. With 300 men alone will be 600 taels, plus equipment and ration. That's at least 1,000 taels every month. Our family fortune won't sustain. Besides, a tall tree catches. The greater your people will target you. I know what you all are worried about. But if we don't form a militia, when the bandits strike, our family estate will turn to... We have worked so hard. After all this time, are we supposed to hand over our entire fortune to others? Only strength ensures survival. Then I will continue to gather intelligence and pave the way for you. I possess medical skills and can heal the wounded. Please trust me on this. I want to enlist, as long as I get enough. In 3 days, 500 people registered. I chose 300 of them, all men aged 18 to 30. All 30 of you are promoted to squad leader. Each will lead 10 men. The training method will continue using the system's tactics to exchange for a basic battle formation. A battle far more powerful than fighting individually. Train the recruits. These are the private soldiers of our Kingshan town. A corps of 300 men. What we lack most isn't manpower, but a good saber costs 5 taels of silver. 300 sabers would cost 100 taels. We simply cannot come up with that much money. Our current cash on hand is only 800 taels. We must reserve 300 taels working. The amount left to buy weapons is only 500 taels. At most, we can only buy 100 sabers. System. Are there any recommended low-cost weapon forging? Reduces cost by 50%. And increases quality. It requires 300 points. I currently have 580 points. Enough to redeem. Redeem. No need to buy blades in them ourselves. Big brother, help me find a few skilled blacksmiths. We'll double their wage. Rest a second, brother, I'll handle it right away. Everyone, the key point of this steel infusion method is mixing pig iron with wrought iron. Forging it over and over again is what refines it into steel. This steel is even harder to fold refined steel. Boss Lin, where did you learn this technique? At the blacksmith shop. Work around the clock. Strive to forge 300 blades within one. At the blacksmith shop. Boss Lin is truly amazing. He swallowed up all of the Zhou family and even formed a local militia. All of the Zhou family up by this country bumpkin. Scholar Zhou's downfall was also due to his dirty tricks. If we don't eliminate them, they will surely become a disaster. That way we can win 3 battles. My lord, something terrible has happened. Zhu Wanshuang has submitted a petition dispatched and will arrive in 3 days. The Imperial Inspector's arrival might not be a bad thing. What do you mean? Zhu Imperial Inspector's arrival is just in time to help her reopen the case. But we only have Zhu Wanuan's testimony. Who says we only have Zhu Wanuan's testimony? Zhu Wanuan once said that the forged letters from back then were hidden in a secret compartment in Zhu Wanshuang's study, right? You mean 3 days is plenty of time to accomplish a lot. Don't alert anyone. Lindong is truly a good man. Popularizing sweet potato farming has saved so many of us. It's to say when the bandits attacked last time, he led the local militia to drive them off. This is completely different from what I expected. This Lin Yi is quite interesting. Let's visit the Lin family village to take a look. How can a place like this even be called a village? Lin Yi, someone accused you of harboring private troops and plotting rebellion. What do you have to say? My lord, this humble citizen formed the militia solely to protect our village. 3 months ago when the bandits invaded, if the militia hadn't driven them back, Kingshan Town would have suffered utter devastation. The prefect can testify to this. I have already investigated that matter. However, someone reported that you are connected to the traitor Shen Huayuan's faction. How do you explain that? I, Shen Qingshui, am the daughter of Shen Huayuan. I beg you, Imperial Inspector, to clear my father's name! My father, Shen Huayuan, Imperial Academy of Medicine. Framed due to court struggles, our entire family was sentenced to execution. I was sent out of the capital beforehand, so I managed to escape, but eventually I was captured and exiled here. Miss Shen, do you have solid evidence for what you're saying? My lord, I know where the evidence is. Where? In the secret compartment of Zhou Wang's study in the capital, the original forged letters from years ago are hidden, as confessed by Zhou Wanyun himself. Years ago, Zhou Wanshuang wanted a promotion, so he forged letters to frame Shen Huayuan for conspiring with the enemy. This case is of great importance and involves the current Vice Minister of Personnel. I must return to the capital to report to His Majesty. I beg you, my lord, to seek just assured. If this is true, I will certainly reopen the case for the Shen family. I will report the truth, but since your militia successfully protected the people, I will explain the situation to help you. However, I need you to make a trip to the capital. The capital. Although Li Duan agreed to help, we cannot place all our hope on him. Go find Song Jing, a Hanlin Academy compiler, and has been gathering evidence of Zhou Wanshuang's crimes. Husband, do you disbelieve me that much? Aren't you afraid I'll run away with the money? Would you really do that? No, because this place is my home. And you are my husband. Wait for my return. Lu Rian's affection level increased. Currently 85. Deep and profound affection. Excuse me, where's the inn? Thank you. Lord Song, I am an old acquaintance of the Shen family and have an important matter to discuss with you. Follow me to the tea house. Who are you really? What do you want with me? Qingshui is still alive. Master Shen's kindness to me was as heavy as a mountain, yet I failed to protect his daughter, Lord Song. Right now, Imperial investigating this case. This is the best opportunity to overturn the verdict for Lord Shen. If you have evidence, please hand it to me. Your Majesty, your servant has a report to make. Vice Minister of Personnel Zhou Wanshuang framed loyal officials. Order the Grand Court of Revision, the Ministry of Justice, and the Censorate to hold a joint trial to thoroughly investigate Shen Huayuan's case. A 10-year-old case? How did it get brought back up? Quick, go burn everything in the secret compartment of the study. Search the secret compartment in the study thoroughly. Found it. This is the original forged letter from back then. Zhou Wenshuang embezzled illegally and framed loyal subjects. Confiscate his assets and imprison him in the imperial jail. Zhou Wenshuang, the evidence is indisputable. Do you plead guilty? This guilty official pleads guilty. To seize the position of Minister of Personnel, I forged letters and framed Shin firing with rebels. By mandate of heaven? The Emperor decrees that Shin fall accused restore his status immediately and posthumously confer upon him the title of Minister of Personnel. Return upon Shen Qingshui the titles of County Princess, granting her a residence and imperial attire. Respect this decree. This humble woman thanks your majesty for your immense grace. Father, your daughter has finally avenged you. Qingshui. You have all finally arrived. Thank you all for helping clear my father's name. So you are Lin Yi, the one who helped clear the Shen family's name. It is indeed this humble subfool, yet half a year later you managed to yield thousands of caddies of sweet potatoes per moo. And even formed a militia to defeat the bandits. Tell us, how did you manage to do all of this? Your Majesty, after surviving falling into the water, my mind suddenly opened up. I do not know why either. I can only say heaven took pity on me. Heaven's will, is it? Very well. We do not care how your mind was enlightened. We only willing to serve us. This humble subject is willing to serve your Majesty with absolute loyalty. Good. We confer upon you the title of Baron of Kingshan Militia, permitting you to expand the militia to 1,000 men. This humble subject bows to his imperial grace. Lin Yi has returned as well. Ha 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 ha! This is everything I want to protect. 1, 2, 3, 4. By imperial decree, our militia is expanded. The troop size is increased to 1,000 men, divided into 10 squads of 100 men each. My lord, the war in the north is critical. The rebels have captured 2 more cities, and the court's reinforcements suffered a crushing defeat. The rebels are now only 500 li away from Liuzhou. Furthermore, Zhang Zhengqing, the prefect of Liuzhou, he intends to switch sides depending on which way the wind blows. If the rebels attack, he is very likely to open the gates and surrender. Zhang Zhengqing is my former superior. If he surrenders, my situation will become extremely awkward. Is this news reliable? Absolutely. Saw Zhang Zhengqing's trusted confidant secretly leaving the city and heading north. Keep monitoring all of Zhang Zhengqing's movements. Also, send someone to secretly contact Liuzhou. He is a loyal and righteous man who will never surrender. If we can gain his support, we will be able to hold our ground in Liuzhou. Understood, I will go arrange it right away. Lord Lin, visiting late at night, what brings you here? General Liu Zhou is in grave danger. Zhang Jing is secretly in contact with the rebels and is preparing to open the city gates to surrender. That corrupt dog! The court has treated him well, yet he dares to defect to the enemy. With the rebels approaching, if he surrenders, tens of thousands of citizens in Liu Zhou will suffer horribly. But if I move against him, it would be treason against my superior. There is no need to move against Zhang Zhongjing directly. We just need to take control of the city gates and the granary. Even if he wants to surrender, he won't be able to open the gates. So you mean, General, you assign your trusted men to take over the city gates and leave the granary to my militia to guard? Alright, let's do it. With you guarding it, General, Liu Zhou will definitely hold firm. Without my written order, no one is allowed within 100 paces of the granary. Anyone who disobeys shall be executed. Understood? My lord, with so much food here, if war breaks out, food can be regrown. But if the city falls, nothing will be left. Yudong, the days ahead may be very tough. Are you afraid? As long as I am by your side, my lord, I fear nothing. Rebellion! They are rebelling! Quickly send to inform the rebels to accelerate their march. Lord Zhang, who is this letter written to? Zhang Zhengqing, your collusion with the rebels has been confirmed. Guards seize him. Lord Lin, the rebel vanguard numbers 5,000 men, and their main force of 30,000 is right behind them. This battle will not be easy. A general needs not just bravery but strategy. The rebels have marched from afar and are exhausted. Along the way they looted, ruining their discipline. We only need to withstand their first wave of attack to shatter in battles before? How do you know so much? System, scan the enemy. The rebel vanguard consists of 5,000 light infantry lacking siege equipment, morale 70, weakness, lack of heavy armor. Both of our flanks are exposed. General Liu, please grant me 300 elite troops. I want to sally out of the city and flank behind the enemy. How many troops can a single Liu Zhou have? They're not worth mentioning at all. Continue the counterattack. Continue the counterattack. Is Viscount Lin truly the god of war reincarnated? A casualty ratio of 1 to 100. They underestimated us this time, but next time won't be so easy. All officers and soldiers hear my command. Defend the city to the death, not a single step back. As you command. Their centurion has been shot dead. Aim for the officers in iron armor. We're almost out of arrows. The boiling oil is running low too, and a third of our brothers have fallen. Fewer than 2,000 men are left able to fight. Fighting non-stop for 7 days, over 10,000 have perished. Why haven't we captured this battered city yet? The time has come. How much longer can the rebels' logistics and morale hold out? Our reinforcements have arrived. Brothers, charge out of the city. Coordinate with our reinforcements inside and out to eliminate all the rebels. Don't panic. Hold the line. Viscount Lin used 1,000 militia to hold Liuzhou for 7 days, repelling 30,000 rebels. Even I cannot match such a feat, General. Could we really have held Liuzhou for 7 days? Liuzhou couldn't have been Horde credit. How rare! I will certainly report the truth to His Imperial Majesty. Lin Ji has bestowed the title of Viscount of Qingshan County and appointed militia commander of the prefecture, authorized to organize 3,000 soldiers. Shen Qingxi proposed the strategy to repel the enemy and is titled Tan Wutang have also achieved merits and received noble titles accordingly. We thank His Imperial Majesty for his immense grace. Lord, 4 members of the Lin family officially bestowed with noble titles. Husband, do you see this? Our son has a bright future now and has brought honor to our ancestors. Starting today, the Qingshan army is officially established. The entire army is split into 3 units, 2,000 infantrymen, 500 archers, and 500 cavalrymen. Lord Lin, your Qingshan army is not inferior to the Imperial Guards of the court at all. My goal isn't just to match the Imperial Guards. This Lin Yi is truly rising too fast. A country bumpkin going from commoner to Viscount in half a year. If this continues, sooner or later he will be granted noble title and generalship, is elite equipped and rigorously 1,000 of his men defeated 30,000, shocking the realm. If we don't eliminate him, he will surely become our direst threat. But currently, he is favored by His Majesty and valued by Zhu Shizhong. How do we deal with him? What's the rush? No one can go forever without making mistakes. We patiently wait for him to expose a flaw, then destroy him in one fell swoop. Elimination of future threats once and for all. Madam, this month's net profit has exceeded 3,000 taels of silver. Place the wood inside. Adjust the setting to cut different thicknesses. Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Shopkeeper Tan is truly a rare genius. Let's order 10 more of these machines later. Cousin, you are now the richest person in Wuling. I'm not the richest, my husband is. All these businesses belong to my husband. Tan Yudong's loyalty has reached 100, never to depart. Intelligence from the capital, the northern front, and the southern prefectures are all here. Compile the important matters into a report to send to Lord Lin. Those people in the capital are up to their tricks again. Do they really think they can overthrow my husband? He had long anticipated all of this. Study for 3 years, and upon graduating and passing the assessment, you will be granted a physician's certificate. Father, your medical skills can finally be passed down to future generations. They will no longer be buried deep within secluded mansions. Qingshui, this was your father's wish. You've finally fulfilled it. It was you who helped me fulfill it. Without you, I couldn't have come this far. What about Qingshui? Tell me, why do all three of us love our husband? Because you gave us dignity. Because you gave us freedom. Because you gave us hope. Being able to meet all of you is the greatest luck of my life. Favorability of all 3 women has reached 100, activating the hidden achievement 3 Stars United. Reward: 1,000 points. The Rise of Empire system upgraded to the Empire Hegemony system. Host Lin Yi, Viscount of Qingshan County. Military force: 3,000 men. Accumulated points: 2,150. New features unlocked. Exchanging for high-yield rice seeds requires 500 points. Water conservancy projects require 300 points. Basic firearms manufacturing requires 800 points. These investments will yield a 100-fold, even 1,000-fold return in the future. This new rice seed can yield over 4 pickles per mu. Double the yield of previous rice varieties. With a stable water supply, crop quality will be reliably guaranteed. Husband, if all of Liuzhou plants this new rice seed, this year's grain production will double. The granaries will also need to be expanded, so prepare to expand the granaries. Only when the common people are fed can the realm achieve peace and stability. Three types of firearms: fire lances, tiger crouching cannons, and thunder shaking bombs. Recruit reliable blacksmiths and carpenters. Rush must be kept strictly secret. With these From now on, we won't production with all our strength. Strive to fully equip a Fire Lance battalion within half a year. Understood, my lord. Your humble servant will not fail the Lord Viscount's trust. That Lin Yi fellow is amassing troops in Liuzhou and illegally manufacturing firearms. He clearly harbors treasonous intent. Go contact the censorate and have them submit an impeachment memorial, stating that he harbors disloyalty and intends to rebel. My lord, but Lin Yi is currently deeply favored, so impeaching him won't be easy. Besides, His Majesty's health is declining day by day. When the new sovereign ascends in chaos, that will be the right moment to deal with Lin Yi. Your Excellency is wise. I will make arrangements right away. Top urgent dispatch. It must be delivered overnight to Lord Viscount Lin in Liuzhou. Husband, someone in the imperial capital wants to harm you. It seems my existence truly makes many people uneasy. Husband, no matter what happens, I will always stand by your side. Royan. If one day I want to do something extremely dangerous, so dangerous that we might never recover, will you still follow me? Husband, ever since the day you married me, my life has belonged to you. If you want to rebel, I will rebel with you. If you want to go to hell, I will go to hell with you. Preparing to wait until the new emperor ascends the throne to find an excuse to eliminate us. Who helped me avenge the Shen family. Your enemies are my enemies. Our assets include 50,000 taels of silv grain, 3,000 caddies of iron raw material, and 500 war horses. It will be enough to hold out for a year. In my past life, I was betrayed by my girlfriend and fell alone into the deep abyss. In this life, I have all of you, willing to live and die with me. Hearing these words from you, I have no regrets in this life. Zhao Hang wants to wait until the new emperor before taking action. So before that, we must make ourselves unshakable. So what should we do? Pacify the rebellion in the south and achieve unmatched merit. By then, even if Zhao Hong wants to move against me, he will have to consider carefully. Just then, news arrives that the Judushi of Lingnan has raised troops in succession and heavily defeating the court's army. The opportunity has arrived. I, Yutong, and Qing Shui, you two will be in charge of defending the city, while I personally lead 2,500 elites. Plus 500 soldiers from the firearms battalion, a total of 3,000 men will march south to pacify the rebellion. As commanded, we will definitely hold Liuzhou and wait for your return. Here are the epidemic prevention medicines I prepared. The south has much dangerous miasma. I have already planted informants in the southern will allow you to command them. Husband, this is the golden silk soft armor. It is impervious to swords, must wear it. Wait for my return. System, scan the enemy. 50,000 rebel troops, Commander Wu Yingying, Crimson Aura 80. What they lack is firearms, so what if 50,000 face 3,000? Firearm units, form up! With just this handful of men, you dare come to your death? What on earth is that monstrous thing? All troops, charge! Lord Lin's life-saving grace. This general will never forget his life. There is no need for formality. Wu Songgui's main force still remains. We must press our advantage to quell this rebellion once. A grand victory. Lord Lin used 3,000 men. Lord Lin's soldiers used iron tubes that could spew fire. With just one volley, It's clearly sorcery. Could Lord Lin be an immortal? What? Is only 30 miles away from the city? Hearing that Lord Lin's main army is approaching, we're to... A young kid still wet dares to stand in my... Currently, I have a military force. The firearms unit has along with 20 tiger crowd. We are bound to win this. Wu Songui is an imperial military governor of the court, enjoying imperial fame. Why did you raise true people into misery? A kid still wet behind the... Then let's fight. Anyone who retreats will be executed on the spot. Cavalry, charge! Crush the rebels! Hey, behave yourself. Let's do this. Lin Su, step forward. What do you want to do? Lin Yi suppressing the Southern Rebellion, so he is titled Marquis of Liuzhou and appointed Vice Minister of War, with the Qingshan army reorganized into the Liuzhou army and expanded to 10,000 men. I obey the imperial decree. Lin Yi has been made a marquis, holding 10,000 elite troops and serving as Vice Minister of War. If we don't act now, we won't be able to touch him. Prime Minister, how should we make our move then? His Majesty's health is deteriorating. The imperial doctors at most. We'll wait until he passes away. When the new emperor ascends amidst court chaos, we'll frame him for raising private armies and plotting treason to arrest him. But Lin Yi's Liuzhou army is stationed outside the capital. What if he leads his troops into the city? We'll use the new emperor's decree to order him to defend the northern border. Once he leaves the capital and his army, he'll be a fish on the chopping block at our mercy. This time, even if Lin Yi had wings, he couldn't escape? Zhao Hong, oh Zhao Hong, you finally couldn't hold back and made your move. Go bring Qingshui Ruyan and Wutong here. Zhao Hong is preparing till he passes away and the new emperor ascends to eradicate us. What do you plan to do, husband? We can't just sit and wait to die. We must strike first. I won't even need weapons. I'll use this. These are all the criminal evidences against Zhao Hong that Ruyan gathered over the years. I must present them before His Majesty passes away so he can personally decree his execution. This evidence is enough to condemn Zhao Hang to a gruesome death. Excellent. We can finally eliminate this harmful villain. Quickly, summon the Imperial Physician. Step down, while I am still conscious. Quickly, call Lam Ni here. I have not treated Chu Hong poorly, yet he dares to betray me. Chu Hong has controlled the court. It will turn into a great disaster. I appoint you as the guardian of the Crown Prince. After I pass away, eradicate Chu Hong's faction. Wait until the new emperor ascends the throne. Immediately issue an imperial decree to guard the border, strip him of his military command, and frame him to eliminate him. Your Excellency is wise. Sooner or later the realm will belong to you. I am the current Prime Minister. How dare you arrest me? Lam Gi rendered great service in quelling the rebellion. He is Governor General of Military Affairs across 5 southern provinces. And Tan Vu Duong are all bestowed the title of first-rank ladies. Respect this. Your humble servant bows in gratitude for the imperial grace. Husband, we have finally made it to this day. The system is entering hibernation state. Damn it, I will make sure he goes and never... Lord Lamb, everything is being rebuilt and revitalized. What should be done first? We must make sure everyone has meat to eat. Then let's start with Lam Huang Duong. This general is willing to lead the army on a northern expedition. To catch bandits, we must catch their king first. Across the East Sea, a small nation has emerged, self-Great Wa. That woman has a system as well. This clash will surely be captive. Daddy, where are you going? Daddy is going to fight the... Nippon, stay home obediently and learn medicine from your mother. Wait for Daddy to return. The epidemic is not yet under... Even more people will die. It won't hurt if I few less... To borrow money from the common people. Bypass the front line. To capture their leader first. Between you and me, only one of us is destined to live. Crying your eyes red won't make you look pretty anymore. This is a brand new era. From each according to their ability, to each according to their need. Is this really free of charge? The strong do not kill. Local tyrants still torment. Foreign invaders still threaten. In the palace, countless matters. Which task should be Governing a nation is like planting it first. There are currently 3 urgent tasks. Building, reorganizing the military. The national treasury can sustain I will complete transformation to the empire. For the sake of our children's generation, we must pave the way. Let's go home. Lord Lin. This is truly a godsend. If it is distributed nationwide, the common people will never suffer from hunger. Pass down the decree. In all 36 prefectures, set up a seed propagation station. The rice seeds will be distributed freely. Imperial farming households only need to return an equivalent amount of seed. All surplus yield will belong to... Is it completely free? Lord Lamb, I fear the imperial, the financial burden. I have already calculated the yield will triple. Food prices will drop, and commercial increase. I have calculated this no less than 10 times. As long as the weather... The treasury will recover its funds and double them the following. So that's how it is. Lord Lamb is truly far-sighted. Second brother, the fermented bedding method for pigs truly magic. The pigsty is no... The pigs didn't get sick. After a few months, they're ready for weighing over 300. Compile all these experiences into a book to learn these livestock farming techniques. All right, I will immediately order someone to compile it. Artificial incubation can hatch 500 chicks at a time. The efficiency is over 20 times higher than a mother hen hatching. My husband, if this is spread nationwide, within 3 production will increase at least 5-fold. The common people will be able to eat with... In my past life, I couldn't even afford a decent meal. Now, I want to ensure the people are fed and warm. That's still not enough. Next, we must develop aquaculture. Once that's done, lakes and seas will all become our granaries. My husband, don't worry. With Sister Chingsho here, nothing will go wrong. Mother and child are safe and... It's a boy. Let's name him Lin Xiangyang, born facing towards the sun. I hope you will live in a world filled with light. You've worked hard, my lady. He looks just like Sister Yen. He will definitely grow up to be a handsome man. Little brother! Little brother! Ha 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 ha! Lord Lin, this general requests to join the fight. The Zongnu have rested and built up their strength, and now they are invading our... But we won't just defend the border. This man is the god of war of the younger generation. Indeed, Huo Kubing is truly... Previously, expeditionary campaigns failed because logistic... Things are different now. The Northwest has cultivated with sweet potatoes and corn. Northern ranches fully supply dried meat and... The firearm battalion has been... 3,000 guns, 100 tiger crouching... The Zongnu cavalry cannot withstand our bullet. This general is ready to lead the army on a northern expedition. This palace appoints you as the dues of the north, lead 10,000 Qingshan troops and 1,000 firearm troops heading north today. As such, not only must we win, but also force them into... so that the Zongnu will never dare to come south to graze their horses to come. This general obeys your command. Furthermore, build 3 fortresses on the grassland. Block the 3 routes the Xiongnu used to... If they ever dare to invade again in the future, our surprise cavalry can the royal court and just... This general understands and will surely not fail this. The Han army has so few troops, yet they dare to enter the grassland to throw their lives away. Fall into formation. Archers. What kind of demonic thing is that? Charge. In a single battle. Build 3 fortresses, right? Establish strict control over the... Great victory at Mobi. General Huo led 10,000 troops, eliminating 12,000 enemy and capturing 20,000 alive. Conferring of Marquis of Dingbei. An even greater challenge still lies ahead. Ha 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 ha. Erlang, huh? I was so foolish when I was... Who would have thought I'd come this far? If your father's spirit in heaven is... He must be smiling from ear to ear. Mom, this is just the beginning. Life ahead will be even better. Everything was flourishing and prosperous. But the real challenge was about to... My lord, a small nation claiming to be Yamato has appeared. We call them the Wa Nation. 3 months ago, the patrol fleet spotted their ships in the East Sea. At first they thought they were merchant ships, only discovered their weapons were very strange. How strange? They look very similar to our matchlock, but far more sophisticated, with double the range and no match cord required, simply pulling the trigger. There is also a type of... A single shot could pierce through our warship's deck. 3 of our warships were sunk. Only 1 ship. Out of 120 sailors, only 17 survived. Who is their leader? From afar, I once saw a young girl standing at the prow of a ship. The soldier of the Amaterasu Queen. The strangest thing is, 6 months ago, insignificant island nation, it suddenly became incredibly powerful. I must meet Lord Lin immediately. As you command, my lord. What capabilities does the system have? Is there anyone else in this world's another system? The system is currently hibernating, but historical data, based on the potentials across different systems, the system can split and generate. The subsystem will search for another host, most likely a female. Under certain conditions, the subsystem can coexist. First, order Huokubing to return to the capital from the north. Second, order the National Treasury. Third, reinforce the defense assures to continue investigating everything about that woman. Understood, my husband. This time we may have to face a truly fierce battle. That woman also possesses... I will rebel alongside you. If you want to go to hell, I will go with you. What's there to fear from a tiny island nation? My tech tree focuses on agriculture, while hers This showdown is definitely going to be thrilling. We produce 500 flintlock muskets every month. The new model of the Crouching Tiger %. Its firing range is exchange for ultimate firearm crafting technology. Consumes 2,000 points. This one is used to launch grenades. This one is a light naval. A single person. The upgraded flintlock. The rate of fire is done. Hurry and manufacture them. Within 3 months, I want to see all the prototypes. Your servants obey. We will certainly fulfill our mission. That woman has a system. She must also be frantically unlocking. This is an arms race. Whoever stays ahead will survive. But I have the backing of an entire empire, while she only has a tiny island. My lord, ahead lies the sea territory of the... Keep moving forward, reduce... Pretend to be a passing merchant. The ship's hull is narrower. A square sail hangs at the bow. They are all warships designed. They are smelting steel, and on a massive scale. My lord, look over there. What is that? They are testing firearms. A scale like this is even larger than our armaments bureau. We've been spotted! They are getting ready. Preparing for combat. Return to report to Lord Lin. The far exceeds our expectations. That is a wind generator. She didn't just unlock firearm. She also unlocked basic electrical technology. What is her name? According to my the Emmet about 18 years old, stunningly beautiful. She usually wears white with long hair cascading over, and rarely reveals her. Every time she appears, the people of Wa all kneel down and rep that 6 months ago. She fell from the sky into a shrine and bringing advanced knowledge and weapons, and was worshipped as a deity by the. Interesting, a woman revered as a deity, and a man hailed as a god of war. This showdown will surely be spectacular. Nian, do you feel we can win this war? My lord, regardless of whether we win or lose this war, I will still. My lord, we just received an urgent report from the Wa fleet has dispatched 800 warships, with a force of about 50,000 closing in on the sea off Anzhou. They arrived that fast? Lord Long, how should we handle this matter? Your Majesty, when soldiers come, generals block them. When Earth dams it. I request permission to personally the front line and command the troops. Granted. Lord Long shall serve as commander-in-chief, commanding all coastal military forces, with full authority to act. My lord, you have to set off for battle again. It's damp out at sea, so please take care of your health. This is a newly formulated medicine. The South has a lot of miasma, so have the soldiers drink it every day. All coastal brocade guards are under your command, my lord. Ma Sanbao is already waiting in Wenzhou. Where are you going today, Father? Father, you must come back. Father, when I grow up, I'll help you fight the bad guys. You must protect your mother and younger siblings well. System scanning enemy forces. Lord Lin, this battle won't be easy, and their weapons have a long range, in a direct confront chance. However, we have the terrain. These waters are filled with hidden. They aren't familiar with the air, while we know it like the back of our hand. The vanguard will pretend to lure, while our main force ambushes from both sides. Wait until their ships get. We have just charged out. Now is the time. Search strike. Lord Lin, we won. This is only the beginning. Her main force is still in the. Next time, she won't be fooled so easily. The enemy commander opposite us, what is his name? Lin Yi, who rose to prominence, started out in agriculture and arms. With illustrious, the people call him the god of war. Lin Yi. Is he also a system possessor? Cannot be confirmed. However, the enemy's tech level is far ahead of this era. Is also similar. It is highly likely. Pass down the order. Assemble the fleet, replenish ammunition, and resume the attack in 3 days. Your subordinate obeys. Lin Yi, let me see just how strong you really are. Brothers, prepare to charge with me! Huokubing has led 3,000 cavalry to flank from the right. They follow me in a head-on assault. Pass the order to She is very tough to do. This woman is far too She runs. We can only passively take them. We must proactively launch an attack. But we can't use conventional She is wearing us down. The coastal defense line is too long. Our forces are spread thin to exhaust us, making us scramble back and forth. Before launching a concentrated attack, this woman is far too... Passive defense can never hold up forever. We must proactively launch, but our navy can't defeat them. Who said we have to use the navy? This is an underwater explosive device. Naval mines. Dive underwater. Attach them to the bottom of the enemy ships. Pull the fuse to blow them up. That's a good idea. But who can dive beneath the enemy ships? Mas on bow. I will recruit from the coastal fishermen the best swimmers underwater task force. Understood, sir. Underwater demolition. This Lamingi guy is indeed not simple. Gather patients in the quarantine zone in the north. Move healthy people to the south. Set up 3 different travel across. Drinking water must be boiled. Waste must be disinfected with lime. Must be gathered for cremation. Students will be divided into Group 1 treats patients, Group 2 disinfects, and Group distributes neck prevention. No one is allowed to leave their post without permission. Director, you haven't slept for 3 days. Please take a rest. As long as the epidemic is not under... More people will continue to die. Daughter, is that you? Yes, it's me. You will get better, father. Qingshui, husband! Why did you come here? What about the front line? How could I not come visit you? The epidemic has been contained, and we can eradicate it completely. You must take good care of yourself. Hurry back to the front line, leave this place to me. Our benefactor, you are like second parents to us. This month's 0.5 million taels. 1 million taels. Weapons, 800,000 taels. Casualty, 100,000 taels. Is 5.3 million taels. However, this month's revenue is only 3 million taels. My lord, the National Treasury can hold out for 3 more months at most. Issue government bonds. The Imperial Court will borrow money from the common people. 5,000 wealthy households in the port. If each lends, we will the principal repaid in 3 years, paying 5% without adding burden to the court's credibility. With interest rate than private civilian, the wealthy households will surely lend money to the Imperial Court. Can this really be accomplished? Lord Qin is truly a master. A memorial to the... My lord, in less than a month, all 5 million taels have been completely sold out. The wealthy households even donate additional supply, imposing luxury taxes, cracking down on hoarding, and stabilizing market. These 3 women, each of them is a priceless treasure. She is stationed in the rear, 10 miles away. The guards change shifts once every 2 hours. There is a window of half a cup of tea's time. Just bypass the front line. Take advantage of the shift change to sneak in naval. Strike directly at the heart of the... and blow up her flagship. The previous night raid has proven the effectiveness of naval... Ruyan's judgment has never been wrong. Reply to Ruyan. Deploy the best members of the water to the front line. I will personally handle the deployment. Following up on the previous night, her effectiveness has been save whoever you can. Quickly rescue the starving soldier. Focus all efforts on analyzing battle loss. 1 fleet flagship, 10 escort ships, with total casualties reaching 2,800 men. Damage assessment is severe. Eliminated 21 enemy troops. I want to manufacture armored warship, covering the hull in iron plates, especially reinforcing the bottom and both. Ordinary naval mines won't be able to. Lin Yi, next time, I will show you something truly eye-opening. What a true weapon of the Empire looks like. Lord Long, the mission is complete. The flagship has been blown up, but all 21 of our brothers sacrificed their lives. They are all heroes of the Empire. The Empire will never forget them. System exchanged for the ultimate armored warship manufacturing technology. Successfully acquired the ultimate armored warship manufacturing technology. Constructing the ultimate armored warship. The hull framework is built with heavy tin. The entire exterior is plated with iron, reinforced with multiple layers of rivet. Conventional cannons and naval mines cannot pierce it. Now this is what a true Imperial weapon. This time, I want a decisive battle. Lin Yi, your naval mines won't be able to hurt me anymore. Charge into battle. Report! Hua Kingdom warship spotted. Retreat! Lord Lin, we can't face them head on. Our cannons cannot penetrate their armored warship at all. No matter how formidable and armored operated, take down the crew and the ship is nothing more than a pile of scrap metal. Spike the enemy's food with drug. Use food to weaken their combat capability. Brothers, last time we lost 21 men. This time, we will avenge them! Your Majesty, the entire army widespread diarrhea and all military doctors are helpless. It's not food poisoning. It must be one of his tricks. Pass the order, all drinking water must be reboiled, triple the guards on all ships, and immediately this poison thoroughly. Lin Yi? Just how many more tricks do you have up your... An army of 40,000 and an entire armored fleet brought down by a tiny pouch of powder. Lord Lin, this is definitely a trap. She wants to lure us out. Of course it's a trap. Wouldn't it be disrespectful if we didn't go? I also want to see what kind of person this sushi... Don't worry, since it's a trap, let's turn it into a reverse trap. Queen Sue, it's a pleasure to meet... Lord Lin, I have long admired your great name. So we both understand deep down. Both sides have suffered losses. I will pledge allegiance and pay tribute to the Empire. How about that? The terms sound pretty good. But even if we win, we won't gain much territory. Why are you so determined to fight? The system gave me a mission. If I don't complete it, I will die. The mission is to destroy the Empire and unify the world. Between you and me, only one of us is destined to live. You don't want to fight this war, do you? It's the system forcing... That's why you proposed a breathing room. You're very smart. The system only gave me a 5-year limit. Either you die or I third option. Next time we meet, we'll... What if your system can be removed? That's impossible. Grandma, don't be afraid. I didn't come to harm you. I just want to ask a few questions. You're from the Empire, right? I knew sooner or later someone would come asking. Rest assured, I won't report you. If the royal priest is truly the sun goddess descent... 3 years ago, I was sweeping inside the shrine. That night, a beam of light pierced... A girl fell from the sky, wearing very strange clothes. She was severely injured. Once when I brought her food, I saw her crying while looking out the... She asked me, Grandma, can I go back home? She said she wanted to go home. Please don't blame her. She's just a child who wants to go home. I took care of her for 3 days and she said she came from a place. She had something called a system on. It forced her to complete tasks. She's a pitiful child. She didn't want war. She locked herself in a room for a long time without saying a single word. I are both transmigrators. We both struggled in an unfamiliar... I'm luckier than her. I have my own career and ideals. While she has nothing. Nothing but painful reality of being unable to return home. System, if I fail to complete the task, will I really die? Cross-system query requires consuming 1,000 points. Do you wish to confirm? Current point balance is 800. Confirmed. The Imperial Weapons System. Spawned from the dispersed energy of the main... Failure to complete tasks will trigger the death sequence. The only way to remove it is for the subsystem owner to voluntarily give it up. 2 major conditions must be satisfied. I am the owner of the main system. I can unbind her system. How can I get her to voluntarily give it up? Complete trust is... The trust level must reach 100. This is very difficult, but I want to give it a try. Not for Tu Shui, but to end this war. As long as it can help her escape the system. Water-hardened steel, no one else will have to sacrifice their life. Lord Lin. After 3 days of scouting, we have discovered that the outer hull of the armored warship is... However, the iron layer at the bottom of the ship, most of it is still exposed. This is their fatal weakness. The water demons can do it, but we need water mines with... Can a larger water mine breach the bottom of the ship? We must dive to the most dangerous... Right in the center of the ship's... I'll go. Lord Lin, please let me go. All right. Remember, you must return alive. Should we temporarily delay the attack? This is precisely the best option. Order the armored warships to charge forward and break the center of their formation. Water demons! Charge! Pave the way. They blew up the bottom of the boat. Order the remaining armored battleships to continue the attack. Don't be afraid. Queen Chan Zhao, you are surrounded. Drop your weapons and surrender. Where is Lin Yi? Take me to see him. I won't resist. You won? Just kill me. I don't kill prisoners. Then what do you want to do? Lock me up and parade me through the streets so everyone in the world can see the fate of Queen Chan Zhao? I want to help you escape the system. I know it's a force system. If you don't complete the mission, you will die. Can you remove it? I am the owner of the main system. To remove it, the trust value needs to reach 100. So what is our current trust value? No, right now we're still enemies, but it won't stay 0 forever. Give me a chance, not as an enemy, but as someone who was also once bound by the system. Suzhua's trust value increased 10 points. Don't you hate me? My army killed so many of your soldiers. If I hated you, would those people come back to life? Besides, you're just a prisoner of the system. Just like me in the past, before I met my husband, I carried a feud as deep as a sea of blood, all alone, not daring to trust anyone until I met husband Lin. Only then did I realize hatred isn't everything in life. Get some good rest. I will visit you again tomorrow. This is a dish I made myself. Give it a try. Why are you treating me so well? I am your enemy. My husband said you're not an enemy, but a hostage kidnapped by the system. Now that the hostage is rescued, naturally you should be treated decently. Shall we go outside for... This is the first plant species I grew after transmigrating. Drought-tolerant sweet potatoes can survive in barren soil and saved the starving people back then. Thank you. Sister, you're so pretty. Where are you from? I come from the other side of the... What does the other side of the sea look like? Don't be sad, sister. Master Zhao said that one day the war will end. When that time comes, we will be able to return home. What have I done? The people who died. The children who lost their parents. It was all because of me. This isn't your fault. You can use your knowledge to help them rebuild your armored warship-build merchant ships. Cannons can be used to defend... Your knowledge can be used to redeem your mistake. Can I really do that? Trust value has reached 100. The connection program is officially launched. Initiating system connection. Main system owner. Subsystem owner.
Suzhui, do you confirm the connection?
Confirm. So this is the true origin of the system. It's a legacy left behind by a lost... Su Shui. Are you willing to give up the system? Without the system, I will just be an ordinary person. But I will also be free, no longer having to keep killing nor fearing being killed by the system. I am willing. The subsystem's core program has been... You are free now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ah. The houses are all new. Even the roads are all new. I've lived for 60 years. I've never seen such a good port. This is all thanks to Lord Lin and Queen Sun. Whoever helps the common people live a good person. Your talent should not be wasted on war. So this is the true purpose of knowledge. Ha ha ha. Husband, once geothermal power is popularized, the Empire's production efficiency will increase 5-fold. In another 10 years, the Empire's per capita wealth will reach an unprecedented level. Then let us continue to press forward. People of the Empire, our generation's journey from poverty to prosperity. From ignorance to enlightenment, all of this was achieved through everyone's joint efforts, starting to implement universal compulsory education. Everyone must study for at least 1 month each year. All schools and laboratories will be open free of charge. True happiness is not just material satisfaction, but also spiritual richness. Growing better crops, inventing a new machine, the joy of creation is not the endpoint, but a brand new beginning. We must keep moving forward. Ahead, there are higher mountains to conquer and waiting for us to admire. I also want to be like you, Father, to change the world. Father Aunt Tuo said my design is even more advanced than hers. If we successfully build this engine, it will power the entire capital city. But your Aunt Tuo also said you're being too impetuous. Scientific research requires... Mother, in the future, I want to open a hospital dedicated to treating the poor, all right? But you must remember, saving lives knows no distinction between rich. You must save everyone who needs help. I have been on the throne for 20... Duke Lin quelled rebellions or advanced agriculture and industry. He implemented new policies. Every single step forward of the Duke Lin. Today I have decided to pass the throne. Your Majesty, please reconsider. Silence. I am by no means active. Duke 100 times greater than mine. Yours the Empire will become even better. After I abdicate, I only wish to read books, plan to enjoy the rest of my life. Your Majesty, I dare not accept. Assisting Your Majesty has always been my... Please, Your Majesty, withdraw your imperial decree. Lord Lin, I am not testing you. I truly wish for this. This throne was won by you in the first place. My lord, I heard His Majesty wants to yield the throne to you. Will you accept it? I will not accept. Why? Because the Empire does not need an emperor. It took us the common people live with dignity. Everything will become meaningless. The monarchy will sooner or later be... There is no exception, just... I did all of this not... But to make the world a better... Power is only a tool, not the goal. When the Empire no longer needs me, I will retire and take you back to the countryside to... I do not wish to be emperor. I am willing to continue assisting Your Majesty in government. Please withdraw your imperial decree. I understand now. Lord Lin's vision is far beyond my reach. Everyone, our empire has developed to the point where food production far exceeds of all, also vastly exceeds daily consumption. We are facing an unprecedented problem. Overproduction causes prices to drop. When prices fall below production cost, workers will lose, trapping us in a vicious... I have a plan. Implement a universal welfare system. Everyone, according to their own needs, will receive life's necessities. Food, clothing, housing, healthcare, and education will all be provided for free. The people will no longer have to worry about their livelihood. People will no longer labor, but out of personal interest and to contribute to society. Lord Lin, can this really be implemented if everything is free? Who would still be willing to put... Elder Zhuo, you've engaged in scientific research here. Was it course not? For instead the joy of making new discoveries, no matter how much silver you pay, when people can no longer do what they... Society will only lose its a 3-year trial in the I support it. The Academy of Sciences can present an implementation and full rollout plan. The Ministry of Revenue can a dedicated budget. The National fully sufficient to sustain it. Will be responsible for guiding thought. Ro Yen will be in charge. Whoever dares to engage in corruption, I will be the first to investigate them. Starting next month, this plan will be rolled out nationwide. After 15 expeditions reaching the steppes in the north, the archipelago in the south, the coast in the east, the Empire's flag has been planted in all directions. Our territory does not need further expansion. Next, we must ensure that everyone on this land lives a good life. Lord Lin is right, conquering the realm is easy, but governing it is difficult. Lord Xiang this month average across all regions has dropped by 1/10. Although total output has not yet decreased, problems will surely arise within 3 years. Some waste resources at will, and some even wear new clothes for 2 days before throwing them away to claim new ones. These people should be arrested and strictly... It cannot make them lose the desire to waste. This is the responsibility of education and enlighten the law to build such a mechanism, making labor contribution a source of pride. Perhaps it will be more effective than coercion. People fought for fame and fortune simply because that was the benchmark of success. If the standard here is contribution to society, then we need an entirely new system of honors. The hometown of the awardee will receive prioritized resource allocations that year, so their homeland can share in this glory. My lord, the current system only educates a handful of elites, but for society to progress, we must raise the standard of education for everyone. Peasants who are illiterate find it hard to understand what a social community is, or how to respect the hard work of others. What do you intend to do? There are 300 counties nationwide. Each county will build a standardized school equipped with teachers and a proper curriculum. The first year will require about 10 million taels of silver. The National Treasury can cover it by cutting military and surcharge so those who benefit contribute back to education. Very well. Within 5 years, I want every child across the empire to study in bright, proper classrooms. Please record the entire experimental process. Lord Lin, do you still remember those days in Lin family village back then? Of course I do. Back then, our whole family was crammed into a dilapidated thatched hut with hardly enough food to eat. Thinking back now, it feels like a past life. Indeed, who would have guessed that the poor Lin boy back then would reach where he is today? Years ago, I only wanted to heal the patient right in front of me. But you wanted everyone to have access to healthcare. The efficiency of the new generator model I designed is 3 times higher than the current one. If successful, electricity will reach every single village across the empire. Husbands, 70% of farmers' children have entered science, technology, medicine, education through schooling, and 40% of technical workers have gained social honors or patents. The old rigid class structure is gone, but that is still not enough. Next, we must ensure that everyone regardless has equal opportunities guaranteed by the system, not through charity or pity. This is the future. This is the future we have strived for our whole lives. Husband, do you feel this life was worth it? Most definitely. Husband, do you remember when we first met? Of course I do. Back then, one was cold as ice, one was always smiling brightly, and one kept her head bowed. Others said you were just ordinary, but who knew I would marry three absolute treasures? Lin Yi, thank you for helping us and giving me the hope to live a second life. Do you feel this life was worth it? Most definitely. Husband, do you feel this life was worth it? Most definitely.